Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on live through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again, you're very, very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Petra frontman Greg X Volz. Very much a pioneer in Christian rock and changed that genre forever, pretty much. And we also looked at standing up for what you believe in, so I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going from there to 1995 in Lismore, New South Wales, Australia. Phil Jamieson on vocals and guitar, Pat Davram on guitar, Joe Hansen on bass, and Christian Hopers on drums. And these four got together and formed the band Grinspoon. Grinspoon actually got the start. They entered the Triple J, which is an alternate radio station in Australia, unearthed, and ended up winning that competition with the song Sickfest. Now, Sickfest actually got released, first of all, on their first EP, 1995, Grinspoon, and then a later bigger release, Guide to Better Living, in 1997. So what I've actually got below is the official version of Sickfest. Now, Grinspoon were getting very well, getting a bit of a following. They were getting noticed all around Australia because they're doing all the festivals. In fact, every festival that they could get their hands on, they did, including the Big Day Out. This is a set of bands that just travelled the country to every major capital city and did a pretty amazing concert. And so these guys got noticed well and truly. In fact, they got noticed so much that in 1998 they got signed to Universal Records. And because of that, and that was in the US, by the way, they got to support such bands as Creed and Anthrax. So if you're sort of supporting bands of that caliber, you know you kind of made it and getting a bit of a following. Of course, you're never going to be a support act for long. You actually want to become the headline act, and this is well and truly what Grinspoon have done. In 2001, out came the album New Detention. And off that album, 2001, off that album, probably one of their most well-known songs is Chemical Heart. Interesting song, this one. It's all about, hey, I'm ready to have a bit of a start. I'm going for it, but every time I make a start, you kind of knock me down. You know what it's like. You might be in a relationship and, you know, you're feeling like you need to put in, you contribute something to like get it going. And every time you do something, it seems to fall flat or it gets knocked down by your partner. This is what Chemical Heart is all about, because you know what? Hearts, well, our philosophical hearts are very fragile, and really wanting to make a difference and try and do the best they can, but we're also human beings as well, and we can't just continue to get knocked down every time we try and do something. And so if you do notice that your partner is making a bit of an effort, well, do everything you can to do the effort as well. But the song I probably wanted to focus off was off the Thrills, Kills and Sunday Pills album of 2004, and this is Better Off Alone. Now, very much my story over the last 12 months has been this. Since about February 2022, it's been very much the case. And it's quite amazing in this journey that I am in now, meeting all sorts of wonderful people in the world, how many people are looking out for the next partner, looking for the next thing to complete them, looking for the next thing to try and move their life forward so they can get over the last horrible thing that happens. Of course, with the new relationship, it's all going to be good and rosy and easy, right? Well, I do wonder about that. I think, no, we only uncover things about ourselves when that new person comes along, and it can be a bit of some rapids there for a while, particularly in your mind, because you don't want to muck up the new thing either. So, you know, but the Better Off Alone sentence is an interesting one, because, you know, if you've been in a relationship for a while and you're no longer in it, well, one of the things you've got to ask yourself is, first of all, what have I learned from this? What can I do to be better next time? What do I need to do to get myself ready internally, in particular, for anyone new that comes along? And secondly, what sort of person do I need to be to accommodate that person? Am I going to be sort of a bit of a doormat to them, or I'm going to show them my authentic self, my true self, and enable them to love me for who I am? Well, if you're not going through those motions and you're just hanging out for the next person, maybe this song is a solution. That is, you're better off alone. to try and work this stuff out, because you're not going to work this stuff out when there's another person in this world. You're going to do it when you're in your place on your own, giving space to breathe, giving a chance to just work out what life is like now without that person, working out what you are in the world without that person, working out the bits you like and the bits you don't like and all the rest of it. And so Better Off Alone is an interesting song that, you know, perhaps sometimes there are moments when we are better off alone. And of course, Phil's got such an incredible voice, this guy, and when you put behind him the incredible band as well. And you certainly did notice that they were quite alternative when they started, but they've got gradually a little bit more commercial thanks to Universal Records, but they've still kept that guitar edge that these guys have got and enabled them to get quite the following that I have. So if you are on your own right now, enjoy it, learn from it, do all the internal work you need to do, because you know when that new person comes along, not going to be easy. You're going to be thinking, oh well, what's my brain doing right now and all that sort of stuff. So maybe Better Off Alone isn't a bad state of mind. So Grinspoon, between 1997 and 2012, 7 studio albums, 2 compilation albums, 2 video albums, 4 EPs and 25 singles. From the 14 ARIA, Australian Record Industry Association nominations, they've actually won twice. So it's pretty hard to get an ARIA award in this country, so to win 2 is a pretty amazing effort, absolutely. And Australia has adopted Grinspoon as their own, that is for sure. So good on you guys for bringing your beautiful grunge alternate rock take to the world, and the world is just so much better because of you guys. So good on you, Lismore, New South Wales. Good on you, Triple J, for uncovering these guys at the start. Well, if you come back, and so the links to those, how many we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from Greg X Volz. So if you want to review him, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, or this is your first time to Life Reflections through Music, thank you to everyone for coming back or coming here for the first time. And it's so good to be enjoying the engagement we've been getting. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to go on to iconic band Guns N' Roses. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.